Where is all the volume? Where is all the volume? Today, small caps just not having any action. Talking about the one trade that I made today and just the overall slowness and why it's not always about making trades. Day trading doesn't mean that you have to trade every single day or that you have to take multiple trades all day long. Just looking at this overall market this morning, kind of how slow it was. The volume wasn't there. There was a couple stocks bouncing around. We were live this morning on YouTube at 9 a.m. If you missed out on the live stream this morning, kind of taking a look at all those stocks and everything that was going on this morning live on YouTube, make sure you tune in tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. But let's just kind of break down the one trade that I took today and kind of just my mindset. When I start to see how there's not really a lot of opportunity, I start to pull back and I tell myself, hey, it's not happening. There's not much going on, so there's no point in me forcing it. Remember that. The best trades sometimes are just not actually taking a trade at all. Because remember, the whole idea here is that you're trying to grow your capital. You're not just trying to take trades. You're not just trying to rack up commissions. You're trying to grow your account. So if you don't take a trade, if you don't lose any money, your account's still sitting there. It's not going lower, and that's the game plan here. We're trying to not lose money. Remember that. We're trying to not lose money. Day trading is a marathon. Talking about it in this video, kind of that idea. Let's do it. Come on. Let's go. All right, so like I said, the market is slow today, and that's just a bad sign, right? So if the market's slow, it's not happening, what should I be doing? I should not sit here and try to force trades. A good indicator for me really is if I'm looking for trades more than I'm actually trading, or let's say I'm just going through, just going through trade, just going through stock, just going through all these different stocks, but I'm not actually finding any opportunities. That's a bad sign. So I should really be able to look at the gapper list, see what stocks are moving higher, and if it just doesn't look good, it's not looking promising, I got to tell myself, hey, it's not looking good, it's not promising, so I need to just walk away. I need to just, play it safe. So CLSD was the one stock that I made a trade on this morning. You actually ended up being beautiful. It ended up being really beautiful. I had a pretty good idea that this thing would probably go lower. I actually recorded this all live this morning, but my microphone decided to do like some crazy popping noises, and I don't really want to put you guys through that pain. I don't want to put you through the pain to have to go and watch all that craziness. But you can see my entries up there. I ended up getting short, only 1,000 shares there at 290, and I was hoping for that break below 250 here. We got a little bit of a bounce, there. I think this was around 915. Popped up there to 285. I was actually thinking about reshorting it if it would have pushed maybe up there to $3 one more time, but just did not have the power. And you can see now it's down there to $2. So really a beautiful opportunity. One of those things, pre-market, it's kind of tricky. There was not a lot of volume there. Really still not, there's 5 million shares traded, but the volume just kind of not really there sometimes. 500, 600 shares traded. So the volume just not really there. CLSD had bad news this morning. You can see the gap down from $5.60 down there to the 320s. I didn't get in until it broke below $3, and then I was looking for that $3 area to turn into resistance, which it ended up doing beautifully. And it's funny because, in the past, a lot of times I would have ended up shorting probably down here at the 250s, thinking this is going to break below. And the big thing for me recently is I just been focused on really making sure that I'm getting solid entries, and then, why am I going to be shorting? Why am I going to be going long? And really asking myself these questions. And that's kind of what I was looking for. I was looking for that break below $3, and then I was looking for that $3 area to turn into resistance, which is interesting because we broke below 3, got a little pop back up there. It ended up getting down there to 250 and then popped right back up to $3. So it was one of those things about patience as well. Really just needed to have a little bit of patience. Sometimes you're not going to get your entry, just like it did earlier, just like it did later on in the day. It popped back up there to the 280s. I was really hoping that we might get that push up there to $3 because we kind of had some resistance there, the whole dollar. And I really didn't want to be shorting right here in the middle, between the support and the resistance. I really wanted to be shorting into that resistance. So that was kind of the big thing for me today, just really looking for the right opportunities and not just trying to just short in trade anything that came along. There's a couple stocks moving around. What was the, some of these stocks like JKS was kind of bouncing around, but the volume just really not there. Like look at the candles on this. This is a 5-minute chart. If you look at the 1-minute chart, look how just choppy. And this is just hard to trade. This is a hard stock to trade because, you get these big pops, you get a drop, pop, drop, pop, drop. It's just really choppy and not clean. And you can see here at the end of the day now, it's barely even trading at all. Some of these candles, 5,700, 200 shares traded on these 1-minute candles. So clearly the volume just really isn't there. And, it's almost at the end of the day now. I'm definitely not trying to go and trade now once the volume's really not there. You can see making $300 there on CLSD. Is it the best day ever? No, it's not the best day ever. I'm probably like, oh, he only made $300. He should have made way more money. But it's also the idea, hey, I didn't lose any money. That's the big thing for me, is just not losing money. It's one thing to make a lot of money. It's great. Trust me, I love making a lot of money. But it's also rewarding when you can identify the market's just not hot and you can have that self-control. That was one of my big problems back in the day when I started day trading. I had no self-control. I would just trade anything and everything that moved. JKS back in the day, whew, I would have probably made 20, 30 trades on this. That would have been crazy. I would have been all over it. But now I'm just, I'm like, hey, I don't need to do that. I don't need to make 30, 40, 50 trades a day to be a successful day trader. For me, I'm sitting here waiting. I'm just waiting, watching for the right opportunity. And when that opportunity comes along, you can guarantee when that opportunity comes along, I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be making some money on it. But until then, I'm just sitting back. I'm watching. I'm waiting. And that's really just the best way to play it, I think. I think the best way to day trade is to be greedy when it comes to your entries, and then take profit when you got it, and also just having patience, being able to have that self-control that you aren't overtrading. Overtrading will destroy you, even if you can make a little bit of profit on every single trade. The commissions, the fees, everything just starts racking up to the point where before you know it, you're actually losing money because all the commissions, all the fees, and just the slippage, it's one thing to take 10 trades, make a little bit of money on every single trade, and then at the end of the day, you look at yourself and you're like, man, I made $500, but my commissions is close to $300. So is it really worth it at that point? And then also, what happens if you lose money? What happens if on the 10th trade, you end up losing a little bit of money? So you got to be careful, and you got to remember, this is a marathon, baby. It's a marathon. It's long term. And I think the longer you can stay alive, the longer you can just be in the game, the more successful you're going to be over time. And that's the big thing, just trying to get through the day, not blowing up. Don't blow up your account. If you blow up your account, you're done, you're out, and you're not going to be able to make any money. It's really hard to get back from that. So you might take a whole week. You might have a whole week where you just don't make any trades. But that's honestly sometimes the best thing that you can do. It's just being patient, being greedy when it comes to your entries, and really just looking for the best opportunities. PLAG was one of those stocks this morning. Popped up there from 520 up there to 6. Really wasn't loving it. The volume wasn't there, and you can see, the volume not really there. What happens? Boom. It gets right back down there, just gets smacked. So you got to be really careful. I think AYTU was another one that kind of had that set up this morning. You can see out of the gates, getting a little bit of volume, but just not really happening. And then also we had that resistance on the daily chart. So there was resistance on the daily chart. Had some issues, and look at it now, just back down there to $1.10 now. So when the volume's not there, the action's not there, you got to just tell yourself it's better to be cautious. It's better to just wait for the next opportunity, and that's kind of just the best way to do it. So there it is, really the idea of not overtrading, not forcing trades, not trying to make things happen when they're not actually happening. If the market isn't showing you opportunities, that probably means that there's just not any opportunities. When my scanner is not showing lots of stocks going crazy, that's a bad sign. And it basically tells me, hey, Patrick, put your hands in the air. Don't touch anything. Do not touch anything. Just put your hands, maybe sit on your hands, maybe put them in the air, just kind of dance around. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this content, and you enjoy the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you haven't already, check out the new join feature. It's somewhere over there, a little button. You pay $5 a month. You get extra bonuses, and then also we're going to be working on some new kind of exclusive member-only videos, and we're going to be working on some kind of exclusive kind of member-only live streams. That way, if you're really serious, you want to learn, you want to do all that fun stuff, you can subscribe to the channel. You pay the $5 a month. You'll be notified when we do the member-only live streams, and that way we can kind of just hone in on individual problems. So if you're having a problem day trading, a lot of times the live streams get really crazy. There's a lot of people commenting. It's just, hectic sometimes. So these new member live streams are going to be a lot smaller, and I'll be able to focus more on answering specific questions and kind of breaking down things for you guys. So big thanks to everybody who's already subscribed and already joined the new membership program. It's not something that I created. It's a new program with YouTube, and they just now opened it up for me on the channel. We're going to see how it goes and kind of have some fun, and I will talk to you guys later on.